should I tell you the instances? Since we're here, we might as well talk. Basically, did I say it was like one person in the group I was trying to like get away from? But at the end of the day, I just decided to cut the whole, not cut them off entirely, but just leave the group. So two main ones were talking behind my back. One was the driver, because I could just tell every time I was around it, I just didn't feel, there was a irk, there was like a spirit thing, like someone who's always taking jabs at you, always second guessing you, always like second guessing your judgment, just always not genuine. That's the right word. That's just never genuine at all. And the only time she'd address me is in the group. So we never really had conversations outside the group, but every time she wanted to say something to me, she would say it in front of an audience. And I was just like, I just picked up all these signs like, hey, this girl really doesn't like me. And it's like, oh well, what am I supposed to do about that? What am I supposed to do about that if you don't like me? Like, but yeah, we moved. It's been going on for a while, but I just made sure before 2024 started, like, no more. Like, fine, you don't like me, then I don't have to be there. It's just funny how people who don't like you don't leave. Do you know what I mean? They always want to be around you. They always want to ask you stupid questions. Like, it's just not clever. If you don't like me, why do you keep hanging around me? Why do you keep asking me questions? And it's just like someone who's securing themselves in their relationship, in their life, that doesn't act like that. And it's just like, what the hell did I do to you? You know, it got me a bit vexed. I had a really close friend, but I just feel like because she's friends with her too, I feel like when that girl would speak behind my back, my close friend, like, I don't think she'd chime in, but she wouldn't, she'd just be like there, just taking it in and not saying anything in my defense. I haven't really got time to wonder who did what, who did who said what, who said who. The best thing for me to do was just to leave the group, and that was enough for me. That was enough for me. With me, I just don't know if it's a good habit just to act someone off like that. But the thing is, I did leave all means of communication open. So if you want to speak to me, please I won't just say leave me alone and don't speak to me ever. It's just the group I left. But the individuals, some of them I will speak to, some of them I won't. So the girl I was speaking to, like, I won't be reaching out to her anytime soon to say much of anything. There was this one instance, I remember she tried to embarrass me at an event in front of everyone. And it was just like, I had to go home. At the time, this is the time when I was ignoring the signs. And I told my mom and my sister this, and I was like, they were like, yeah, she definitely doesn't see it for you like that. And it's just like, what did I do to you? Honestly, like, what did I do? Basically, she made a comment, I remember, it was in front of everyone, and it was along the lines of, it wasn't like genuine, it's like, it was along the lines of, yeah, you're really coming out of your shell, like, I can see, like, yeah, it's nice to see you getting confident a bit. And it was just like, it was so unnecessary, unprovoked. And I could tell looking at her stank face, I could just tell looking at her face that it was like she got a thrill out of trying to embarrass me. And it was like, I didn't know what to say. I just kept quiet and silent and started to nod. Because one thing was just, I was in her parents' house and I wasn't really gonna react, and it was her day as well. And I was like, in my head I was like, if this is what brings you happiness, then take all the jabs you need. Like, I would not react. I will actually not react, because I know where I am, and thank God for the Holy Spirit, because that's the self-control at work. So many instances. I remember when I went holiday and I came back and we were out for dinner at some point, and she was asking me all these questions, and one thing I noticed is that she asked me a question and then she went like this to my other friend across, who was sitting next to me. It was so obvious. I was like, can you at least be subtle when you do that? It was so obvious. Like as I began to talk, she was like, and like looking around, it was just like, this is unnecessary. This is really unnecessary. I don't know if I should upload this video. I probably won't, but maybe snippets. But long story short, like, I do feel a bit... My thing is that if I don't leave, it will be my fault. And if I keep complaining about it, things I didn't tell anyone. I was very generic with my guy friends when I told them this. I didn't name drop anything. And with my parents, I told them because it was bugging me, because I've never experienced this before. But long story short, I just figured out this is not the group for me. It's not really elevating. Our values don't align. And it's like, all I can do is just say, I'm here if you need me. Like, call me, text me if you do want to do anything, let me know. Oh yeah, and here's one thing, like, every time I try to organize a group activity, you get them together, do a holiday, everything, it just flop.